Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you guys my Sephora VIB sale haul in this big box here that just came today, and I had to dig in. I'm wearing most of the products on my face right now, and I filmed something for Instagram because I don't know, I kind of like to try everything out and then come on here so I at least have kind of an idea of how the product is. You guys could see it and like on me, so I feel like it's a little bit more helpful than just, oh, look what I got here, you know. So the Sephora sale is still going on right now. If there's anything you guys are wanting to pick up, some of these things might be sold out, but they'll probably be restocked, of course, after the discount. But it's 20% off for Rouge, 15 for VIB, and then 10 for Beauty Insider. So I took advantage and ordered some newer releases is mostly what I got, and I feel like I got some really good stuff. I like to get new stuff, some more luxury stuff that doesn't really go on sale too often, because we know there's a lot of makeup sales going on right now. So let me show you guys what I got here. I'll start off with the most expensive item, which is from Pat McGrath. It is a palette from her. Literally the most gorgeous packaging. This is the Mothership, Roman numerals, let's see, 7 Divine Rose palette. And I was not expecting this to go on the Sephora site. So I had like my budget all planned out, and then I saw this. I was like, oh my gosh. I've been wanting this palette. Now I'm like way over budget, but I decided to go for it because I really think this is a palette I'm going to get so much use out of. I have been waiting for Pat to do a more neutral-ish palette. I don't really care for a lot of her other color stories, and this one I knew was me. Like, I had to have it because a lot of her palettes, honestly, I'm very picky when it comes to things and I don't use them, especially if it's mostly all shimmer. There's hardly any mattes, which a lot of her palettes are, or if there's not like a good transition shade to use to blend out things, then I don't know, I just don't really use them a ton, and I do go for more neutral palettes. I have the Bronze Seduction 5, I think it's called, something like that. I think it's the 5, and it's gorgeous, but I just don't use it a ton. So I've been wanting this one for a while, and for some reason it was never on the Sephora website. I saw it on Pat's site, but I couldn't get myself to spend it for the full price. And all of a sudden, when I checked on Sephora, it was on there, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I spent a little bit more than I wanted to, but I think it's going to be a well worth it purchase. I have it on my eyes today, if you are wondering. It's absolutely beautiful. The packaging on these is crazy. It's very heavy weighted, and it feels luxurious, which you want when you're spending like $100 on a palette. This thing is insanely expensive. So here's the shades, and I'm obsessed. Some of them look very lackluster. When you're looking at it, you're like, okay, it looks like just a basic palette, but honestly, there's so many different formulas in here, a lot of different textures, and every shade, I feel like I can use everything in this palette, which is very important to me if I'm going to be spending that kind of money on this. So I'll insert the swatches so you guys could see, but the shimmers are beautiful. Some of them are very soft touch shimmers. I have on this purpley smoky one today. Love it. And then there's some that are a little bit harder pressed. There's some that are more glittery, like this one here. It doesn't look like much swatch, but I have it on the inner corners, and I think it's absolutely stunning. And then this shade, which is interesting, it looks like one of her highlighters that she has. So maybe they put that in there as well. You could definitely use it for that. But I'm so happy with this purchase, and I think I'm really going to get my use out of this palette. Alright, let's just get into all the palettes while we are here. Next up is Artist Couture. We have the Supreme Nudes palette. This was not really even on my radar until like a few days before the VIB sale. I saw a ton of people talking about it. So I was like, okay, let's try this. It's kind of a newer brand for me. I don't have much from Artist Couture. But I was watching also my friend Britt Clark on YouTube, her video, and she was like, this is like the Anastasia Mastered by Mario palette, but better, and that had me sold because I loved that palette. I used to have it. Of course, I've decluttered it because it's pretty old now, but the color scheme is definitely like that, and it totally reminds me of it. So I did kind of swatch these to see. The shimmers feel amazing. The mattes are a little bit harder pressed, so I'm curious to see how they will blend, but I'm loving this color story here. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for neutral shades, and I love these tones. I feel like it's perfect. So I can't wait to play with that. I'll have to film something for you guys. I have so much makeup to test out. And then of course I did get a little mini Natasha De Nonna palette. I had to have this, the mini retro palette. I've been loving Natasha's shadows and I love her little mini palettes. I feel like they're a great way to try out her formula. I wore the mini gold one yesterday and you guys had so many questions about what was on my eyes. The shimmers in her palettes are so powerful. They seriously stay so shiny, so metallic all day long, and they don't lose their like shine. So I love them. This is the mini retro, which definitely gives me like 70s vibes with like the muted greens and peaches. I love that. I'm just a little bit worried about this shade here because I'm wondering how it's gonna look. If it might look a little bit more gray because I feel like greens are hard to work with sometimes. So we will see. Let me swatch this for you guys. I'll just do it right here. The other ones I swatched already. But oh my gosh, her shimmers are everything. Here is the swatches. Gorgeous. I cannot wait to try these. They're so easy to build a look with as well. Since you don't have so many shades, you don't have to wonder like what should I pair together. It makes it a lot easier. So I'm very excited about that purchase as well. The next item I picked up is the primer. I did go ahead and grab this. I was very indecisive because I kept going back and forth because it's so expensive for this primer, but it's the Natasha Liquid Silk Canvas. I feel like everybody has had nothing but positive things to say about it, so I was like, okay, let's do this. I have the other silk canvas that's in the pot, and I prefer one that could pump out, something that's going to be a little bit more lightweight. So that's why I decided to go for it. I was trying to open this nicely, but that did not happen. Here is the Liquid Silk Canvas from Natasha. It's a featherweight protective primer. It's supposed to be oil-free. Let's pump a little bit out so I could just kind of feel it. Oh, kind of does remind me of the finish of the actual like putty one. It has the same smell, a little bit tacky. But yeah, I think I'm going to like this a lot better. I don't like to dig my hands into something and get it all in my nails. It kind of grosses me out. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell with primers if they're actually doing something or not. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. But I did grab that. It was a little pricey, but I'm excited to have it and try it out. Next up, let me go into this mask here. This is from Youth to the People. I did decide to grab this. I've been loving Youth to the People skincare, and this is the Yerba Mate's Resurfacing Energy Facial. It's an instant microdermabrasion enzyme treatment. It sounds so nice, and I need a good mask. I feel like I don't have very many right now. I'm very selective about certain products. I try to avoid a lot of fragrance and stuff that can clog pores and cause breakouts, but this looks really good. It's going to help smooth skin texture, even skin tone, and improve radiance. It says you only have to leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes, so it's very fast acting. But yeah, I'm excited to give this a shot. Pretty much anything from Youth to the People I've really loved. That was the only skincare item I bought. Next up, I have something else from Pat McGrath, and I did decide to get her Sublime Perfection Concealer. I just am really loving her complexion products. I own her foundation and her powders, so I wanted to go ahead and try the concealer as well. I feel like she's pretty good with her formulas. I do have it on today. It blended out really nice, and it had really good coverage so far. I could see it creasing just a bit under there. It's not too bad. I would say it's more of a drying formula than a hydrating one, but this is what the packaging looks like. I did choose the color L5, which it seems to be working well. I wish I could have gone like maybe one shade lighter, but it does work. It pretty much matches my skin tone. Sometimes I like to have something a little bit brighter, but so far I do like this. And then we have some new stuff from Fenty. I was so excited to see that they were coming out with bronzers, cream bronzers and cream blushes for the sale. Of course, you know I had to get them because I've been obsessed with cream products. I feel like I say this in every video, but seriously, it's been an obsession. So we have the cream bronzer. It's the Cheeks Out in Butter Biscuit. I love the names of these. It's so cute. I do have a little bit on today, and it did blend out really nice, but I feel like it's kind of disappeared now. So I'm going to have to try and get the hang of how this works. It looked really good when I first put it on, but it just kind of blended away once I put the rest of my products over it, like my powders and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely going to be some trial with this one, but I love the color. I'll show you guys what it looks like. They recommended this for like a fair to light skin tone. It blends out really easily, but maybe a little bit too much. And then I bought one blush as well. Look at this little baby size. I was not expecting this, but at the same time, I was looking on their site. I was like, wait, these are only $20? I was so like shocked by that price, but now I do see why. But to be honest, I really don't need a big one. Like, I'm not going to go through it. This is 3 grams, and the bronzer is 6 grams, so this is about half of the product. This is the shade I picked out, which is Cool Berry. And I'm really glad I went with this shade. I feel like sometimes with cream blushes, you want to go a little bit darker because usually the lighter tones are very light on the skin since these are so natural. So I do have that on. Once again, I don't know. I feel like it's not super showy and I just feel like it blends away, like I said. So we'll see. The color was really pretty though when I put it on. Here is the swatch. It's like a plummy mauve. It's really pretty. And that's kind of it blended out. So as you can see, it's pretty light. But I'm going to have to test these again, just like trying different ways how to make them work better. I'm still fairly new to cream products, but I usually don't have the issue that it blends away like that. Like with my Bare Minerals Bounce ones, they stay in place. So I don't know what is up with that. If the Bare Minerals ones just are more of a cream to powder and these ones don't really set. We'll see. Alright, so the next item, I'm not sure how I feel about this. This is a lipstick and it is from Gucci. So I haven't bought any Gucci makeup. This is my first one, and this is their matte lipstick in the shade Carol Beige. I have this on with a lip liner today because once you see this color, you're going to be like, what the heck? But I was watching someone, I can't remember who it is, and they recommended this color, and I was like, oh wow, that looks really great. But now I'm kind of wondering if maybe I shouldn't have got this color. It literally is like beige, like a tan. It's super nude. It literally nudes your lips out. I used to like that kind of stuff, but this one almost has like a brown undertone. I don't know, you guys. It's very weird, and I'm not sure I love how it feels on the lips. It's definitely very matte, but it almost has this like weird waxy formula that I'm not sure about. But I feel like with this one, I'm going to have to wear with lip liners. I have it on with Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk, and I feel like it looks good with that. But I just kind of wanted something that I could throw on by itself, you know? So I'm not quite sure about this lipstick. I don't even know if I like the formula of it, so we'll see. And then last but not least, we have Natasha De Nonna. I did go ahead and get her Diamond and Blush little highlight palette because this was on clearance plus the discount. I'm surprised these are still in stock, you guys. I've been wanting this because, you know, cream obsessed here. But this looks so beautiful, I have to say. The colors in here are stunning. So this was like $40 on sale plus extra 20. I feel like it was such a good deal for 6 shades, and it's Natasha De Nonna. So we have 3 creams on top, 3 powders on the bottom, and it has this guy to separate the creams. Mine has a little bit of condensation there. I think it was just melting outside. It's pretty warm today. I'm gonna swatch these for you. These feel really good. I'm so obsessed with this color here. Here is everything swatched. The powder highlights seem a little bit lighter in pigment, but I know from her highlight formulas, I have a couple of her powder ones. They are very vibrant on the cheeks. The creams look amazing. Like I said, I'm so interested in this like pink sparkly shade. I'm really glad that I was able to get this at such a good deal. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Alright, so that is everything I got from the Sephora VIB sale. I did place a small order yesterday with some clearance stuff, so that'll be in a separate haul. But so far, I'm really excited about these things. There's just a couple things I am a little bit iffy on, like the Fenty stuff and the Gucci lipstick. But I'm going to test those out a bit more and see what's up. But other than that, everything was great. So that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know down below if you guys got anything that you've been obsessed with or what you ordered from the VIB sale. I would love to know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys. Colorblind, yeah.